Right, if you guys out there were at the CLECS Classic Land Cruiser Show 2022, then some of you may have noticed this absolute perler behind me lined up in the mass of Land Cruisers that were there that day. And this is a special one because this is the winner of the category Best Resto Mod 60 Series. Now, this is a second month 1986 HJ60 and it's 033 white, and this has just been through a full restoration. It's absolutely immaculate. No stone has been unturned. This thing has been on a rotisserie. It's got, Jim the owner was telling me how much they like double primed it, triple primed it, all with epoxy primer. Underneath they've stone guarded it, multiple layers of protection. This thing is set up to survive for a long time after this. It's absolutely immaculate, and it won the best resto mod because of what's under the bonnet, and we'll go under there in a minute once we've had a look at the outside of this absolutely beautiful machine. Now, Jim daily drives this HJ60, so he's not messing around. He's restored this and he's using it. He's not locking this thing away in a garage somewhere to collect dust and be pretty at weekends. This thing gets used. So this thing's, you know, from the front we got a TJM bull bar that's been restored and painted in that metallic sort of grey that they use for the bumpers and all the little trims and around the rear windows, stuff like that. Up the front we got a couple of little spotties, a small UHF there, and we got some headlight covers here from, you know, original ones from back in the day. And it's really cool, you know, because there's nothing too loud, too noisy, too over the top on this car, on this vehicle anywhere that's going to take away from the absolute wonderful job that Jim's done bringing this thing back to life. Moving back from there, we've got the Bridgestones. They're only 32s. That's like a real classic sort of look, you know, nothing too big. And while we're down here with the wheels and tyres, you'll notice that Jim's come up with a really good solution for his mud flaps. So the mud flaps, the original ones, we all know them, they're little puny little things. They don't do a lot of protecting up the side. And last thing Jim wanted was a load of stone chips up the side of his vehicle, so he's come up with his own solution. Nice big brackets, like nice big conveyor belt material, rubber material there, front and rear. The rear one's even more substantial, just to make sure that no stones get thrown up on this paintwork. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got a nice old classic snorkel here, the old Land Cruiser embossed in it there. Brand new rear mirrors, and I see this a lot now. Paul's got these same decals on his. Give it a real classic retro look up the side of this 60. We've got tinted windows. That looks like about, I don't know, 40-35%, nice and legal. Gives it a really nice contrast between the white and the tint. Moving back, we've got a nice, really well maintained rear bar on this. You can see, look, the boat on the back. Jim tells me he's going fishing. He's going to Bribey Island today. He's spending a few days out there fishing. He also tows the motorbikes with this on the motorbike trailer, and Jim dailies this. It's a daily driver for Jim. This isn't just been restored to put in the shed and bring out on weekends. Jim drives this thing every single day, and I love that. I love that. They should be used and not hidden away. Let's go and take a look inside this beast. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I am not surprised this thing won an award at CLECS. Honestly, it's just, I don't know where to start. It's mad. It's immaculate. I have never seen a centre dash without a crack, I don't think. You know, I think the only thing that is out of place in here are the door speakers and the Kenwood single din stereo that we've got in the dash here. But other than that, this thing's immaculate. It's a brand new dash pad. Just look under here. That is stunning, mate. It's stunning. You know, everything's been done. Everything's been tickled in this thing. We've got a red arc gauge here for what will go into under the bonnet. But it's got a bracket that comes round the side of the dash to pick up a bolt hole that's in the side of the dash here, so it doesn't disturb any of the natural beauty, let's say. You know, look, we've got a Uniden stereo, nice and subtle underneath the dash there. The mat, the vinyl mat, original Toyota Land Cruiser vinyl mat is just, it's beautiful. There's not a rip in it that I can see. These are the the vinyl seats, which are very cool, especially if you're going to the beach. If you're beaching a lot, this is the option you want, because this just blows straight out. Nothing's going to get caught in the carpet or any of the seats and that. If you've got young kids, doesn't matter if they drop their ice cream, it just gets wiped straight off. There's a little tear in the seat this side, but other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got the headlining has just been redone. Even the interior lights are all brand new. You know, again, no stone has been unturned in this thing. The brown and cream vinyl is just it's awesome. It really is. Takes you right back. In the back, we've got a little Titan drawer set up and just a fridge, a Waco fridge there, just for keeping your stubbies cool, so you can have a beer on the beach just before you drop the boat in the ocean. It's awesome. It really is. Right. Let's have a look what's under the bonnet that makes this thing a resto mod. Wow, just check this out, guys. Jim really has gone to town with this bad boy. Just look at it. It's not often you see one in such beautiful condition. The man's gone to absolute town with this. Just look at the anodized pieces, the window squirters, the vacuum hose over to the vacuum clutch assist. Now, this model didn't come with the clutch booster, but Jim wanted that luxury item, so he went to a wrecker down near the Gold Coast, and he supplied him with all that. And it's a bit of a job to get that in there, that's for sure. I've done it before, so but look, this thing, he's done a full restoration on the engine, right through it, full rebuild, new pistons, everything. Everything's been Cerakoted. His mate's in the Cerakoting business, so he's gone right through it. It's also got the DTS turbo kit on this, and that's running a TD05 turbo, just a low mount, or it's a mid mount, I suppose they call them down here. And he says it works really well, and it's nice and cool because of what he's got in the front here. Now, this is the PDI intercooler kit for the 60 series. Now, there's a few mods he's had to do. There's an extra bracket here to pick up the bonnet latch, and Jim's had to hack away at the grille quite substantially to get this thing to fit down there. He's also had to modify some of the bolts where the condenser bolts in, just so it doesn't foul on the intercooler itself. But all in all, it comes with all the pipes just over length, so you have to chop them down and that. And this is it, you know, like everybody says it with the turbos, you just got to keep those temperatures down and they will last forever. We've got a Red Arc DC-DC charger up here, just running a simple dual battery system here, so it just feeds up to the back for his fridge, and a few little outlets up there. I can see quickly here what he's done. You can see a bit of the underbody guard that's going on down there, and that goes right through the bottom of the car. Jim also said he's gone to town on the sound deadening inside. I forgot to mention it. He's gone the car builders. He's also gone the 10mm insulation foam that they had in standard. This thing, when you're driving down the highway, honestly feels like a Rolls Royce. A couple of things I haven't mentioned. We've got the suspension under there. I don't know what brand it is, but it's got a 2-inch lift on it, new shockies. The shockies have even been painted the same colour as the bull bar. He's gone to that much detail. We've got some anti-inversion greasable shackles there, front and rear. And I must say, while we're on the front axle, this has got an auto locker in the front of this thing. It's got open diff in the back. But while we're on the underneath of it, this thing is immaculate under there as it is up here. It really is a testament to how getting a vehicle on the rotisserie and spending that much time making sure that this car is just beautiful right throughout. Now, at this point, I usually talk about future plans for this vehicle, but to be honest, I think Jim's pretty much there. Future plans are to use this vehicle as much as possible, get out there with the kids, the boat, the bikes, and just enjoy it for what it is. One absolute beauty and a well-deserved Resto Mod winner.